It was a day of electoral wins and losses for Clive Palmer. The businessman now has a seat in the federal parliament after being formally declared winner in the Queensland seat of Fairfax. But he's furious over the admission by the Electoral Commission that it lost more than 1,300 votes during the Western Australian Senate recount. That could cost a Palmer United Party candidate the state's fifth and final Senate seat. Clive Palmer joins me now from Brisbane. Mr Palmer, welcome to your first interview on 7:30 as a federal member of Parliament.
Well, it's great to be here. Thanks very much for inviting me.
When will you be publicly providing a full declaration of your financial assets and relevant business interests?
Well, you got within 28 days of when you're sworn in, so it'll be there. It'll create another story. I'm happy to come on air and discuss it with you. There's nothing I've done in my life that I'm ashamed of, and my election to Parliament must sound an ominous warning for Campbell Newman and his cohorts that mercilessly, cowardly attack our judiciary. The only separation of powers we want is Campbell Newman out of Parliament.
Let's stick with you as an MP for now. On another matter, you recently claimed that you had documentary evidence of illegal payments being made to corrupt Queensland government ministers. What is that evidence?
Wait for a while. I can't give you all the news tonight. When I get into Parliament, we can table it and you can read it. You'll love it. Campbell will love it too.
But if you have currently evidence, have you provided it to the police or the Crime and Misconduct Commission?
What I've said, I've got a certain amount of evidence. I don't have conclusive evidence, but it's in the public interest and we'll put it out there in the political debate.
So are you waiting for parliamentary privilege? Is that what you're saying?
No, goodbye Campbell Newman. That's what I'm saying. Goodbye Campbell Newman.
But if you currently have evidence,
Campbell Newman, right?
if you currently have evidence of bribes being paid to public officials and you have not provided that information to police, aren't you a party to a cover-up of a crime?
Well, I never said I had evidence of bribes being paid to anyone. You said that.
Well, you said that illegal payments are being made to corrupt Queensland government ministers. That's a bribe.
Well, that's my opinion. I think that. I think Campbell Newman would only be doing the things he's doing to take distraction away from what he's really doing, and that's what the people should be concerned about. You know, he's sacking public servants at the moment at an ever-increasing rate, and he's destroying the Queensland economy. He needs to be held accountable for those things. He's fighting with the judiciary just to take the heat off what he's really doing, and certainly we'll have to point that out to the people of Australia when I get into Parliament.
Mr Palmer, there's to be an independent inquiry into the Australian Electoral Commission's loss of more than 1,300 votes in Western Australia, something that could potentially change the result as it stands. What do you think should happen there now?
Well, firstly, there was a count on a full number of votes, and our candidate won. Secondly, there was a recount and they lost the votes. Well, you can't rely on the recount. You've got to go back to the full count, or you've got to have a new election. You know, it doesn't affect our candidate's electability. If they lose the votes, you can't use the count.
Clive Palmer, thank you for your time tonight.
It's a pleasure.